And good evening, everybody. J-Dub here checking in for you here at Backwoods Veterans Media. A whole lot going on right now. So apparently the Russians have decided to move into eastern part of Ukraine. Again, this is, well, somewhat breaking news per se. So,
well, within the last hour.
Yeah. So within the last hour or so. So you can't see them. They are off screen. But right now we have in studio, I have myself. High Tech is there in the background, as well as Yo Complaint, because we just got done with the Hump Day Hangover, as well as the one, the only Mr.
Carl!
Yes, we still have Carl hanging out with us. Still got to do your soundbite. So a lot going on. A lot going on. Guys, give us a round because y'all are Matt, you and Carl are playing the pretty much staying up to speed on everything that's going on. We're actually
trying to, yeah.
I've got NBC News up. Ukraine declares martial law on the explosions that were heard. It's going down. It's getting spicy.
Yeah, right.
Senator Mitt Romney slams the U.S. pass for foreign policies. That's not good. Yeah, it's getting crazy over there already. They're hearing sirens from incoming, and tons of people are evacuating right now.
Yeah, I saw the video feed here just a minute ago. If you have a link to that, Carl, send that to me, please. I'll go ahead and I'll put it up in the
okay.
Put it up here in the comment, and I'll actually put it up here on the screen so that way folks can see what's going on.
There's also a NOTAM as well, which is a aviation warning for the area for all private.
Jets because they're closing down
private commercial jets to stay out of the area.
Right, no fly zone.
There was an Air India flight that was en route, and it flipped around and went elsewhere.
Right
when it all kicked off. So
probably a good idea.
Yeah, one would think.
According to BBC News, basically, Ukraine's president Zelensky has warned that Russia could start a major war in Europe any day now and called on Russians to oppose it. He has asked Russians to that day could definitely come. And this posted like 2 hours ago. That they put it up there, but I mean, basically, he's basically just telling Russians themselves, the average Joe over there, Joe and Jane, to kind of refuse the attack and whatnot, and not support it, but has also let Putin know that if he comes in and whatever, that they will defend themselves.
Gotcha, Carl. Send it to me in my messenger, will you please?
Yeah. They just they actually okay, never mind. It had gone off air for a moment, but that's because I switched. I don't have an actual link. It's just NBC breaking news. And then
gotcha.
It won't let me copy the link.
Yeah, everything we're trying to bring you guys right now is, we're jamming through right now, trying to keep things all sorted out, figuring out what's credible, what's, he said, she said at this point in time.
And I mean, there's been so much, like, as I'm following along with this in the video, watching the live feed, I've got a little bit of pop-ups of live updates. And I mean, they're coming out every minute on the dot.
Yeah.
Right.
Early Thursday, and also from BBC News, Ukraine said it had restricted civilian flights in its airspace due to potential hazard. Yeah, it's no longer potential. The move followed warnings from the conflict zone Monitor Safe Airspace, which said planes risked being shot down unintentionally or affected by cyber attacks. It's not initially clear if the notice amounted to an outright ban on civilian flights. It is due to expire at 23:59 GMT on Thursday, unless extended further. And Russia has also issued a civil aviation notice warning that it is closing virtually all of eastern Ukraine airspace on the border with Russia, according to the monitoring group or a monitoring group.
Gotcha.
So yeah, this is getting fucked up, people. I'm sorry. Probably got to watch what I say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
This isn't the
Yeah,
Hump Day
this-
hangover.
yeah. Hump Day hangover is done. Now we're
My
actually
apologies.
covering stuff.
Yes.
Prime
So-
Minister Boris Johnson condemns Russia's attacks. It says the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom condemned Russia's military attacks of Ukraine on Wednesday night, saying Putin chose a path of bloodshed and destruction. So, I
Yeah.
mean, he's getting straight up slapped around by everybody right now.
Western countries have announced a series of sanctions against Russia since it tore up a 2014-15 peace deal for eastern Ukraine and recognized the so-called People's Republic of Luhansk, something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce it, as independent states. Like, wow.
Yep.
Moscow claims that troops would be sent in for peacekeeping operations. Somehow I don't think that's peacekeeping.
No, not
And-
now.
No, definitely not.
There
now.
was a time, but not now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
that
what?
went out the stinking window.
Yeah, I should actually. I didn't quite finish that one. Would be sent in for peacekeeping mission operations that have been rejected by the UN Secretary General and described as nonsense by the West.
Right.
So yeah, it was apparently by the looks of it a guise in order to get troops put in there and staged.
Exactly.
Is what it's looking like.
Yeah. Jade chimes in. She says, we're all human, but the reality is our kids are around draftable with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them are right now. So, I mean, it's nature of the beast, unfortunately, is bound to happen eventually. So,
Send me in, coach. Just give me a chance.
yeah. Y'all say that now.
Put me in, coach.
coach.
I'm ready to play.
Oh, my Lord almighty. You guys are killing me. All right. Joining us with us is our good buddy, Ron. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, not much. I'm doing pretty good.
Gotcha. Thanks for joining and jumping in here in the commentary. You know, what's your take from all this, from what you're seeing over on your end, brother?
I'll admit I didn't make the call when I thought that Putin was just doing this to antagonize the world, but mainly Biden. And I will be the first to admit that I was wrong, that Putin had the balls to do it. And I think he's still going to get the same effect out of this, where he's going to make Biden look like an idiot, and no one's going to do anything about it.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. You know, because, I mean, with everything that's gone on, I mean, sorry, I'm trying to get the feed up here. So here we go. There we go. So that's the feed that we're looking at right now. This is the Fox News camera view from the capital there in Kiev. So this is what we're seeing.
I don't know if you saw it, Aaron, but back over there in the corner on one of the tops of the hills, right at daybreak, we saw an explosion.
Oh
We
yeah,
were watching this.
They're pounding the shit out of him right now.
Yeah.
I just got word I'm on a European-based stream right now that's been following it, and I guess they just hit a bunch of airfields that are pretty close to Poland. And the
Yeah, they
border
were
from there.
saying
Yeah.
something as being. I was watching one of the headlines that popped up in my feed
Right.
there. It said it was just a pinprick. That's what he called it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he called it just a pinprick to shut down all mobile military areas.
Naturally. Prince Benton checks in, says first COVID, now this. We're gonna go and check in with some folks very quick. We got Richie Redneck Pimp over there, Woe Entertainment checking in. Good seeing you, brother. My kids will go in right after Hunter Biden and Joe's grandkids.
Yeah.
Right.
Dean also chimes in. I just had a discussion with my kids. Youngest is out of JROTC as of tomorrow morning. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere if they're on ROTC. So,
Right.
yeah. So, looks like Mariah's trying to jump in. She's like, I'm trying to listen, but it keeps kicking me out for some reason. Yeah, that's because your device isn't working like it should.
You need a new device
Yes.
or use your tablet.
Yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, your tablet would work better than your phone, actually.
Right. So, but no, I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know. He's about to fly a jet. I'm just poking fun of the circumstance. Oh my, yeah, he's pulling up that, the UAVs. They're going to be going in, providing the Ukrainians cover. That's what's going on with that. So, but no, like I said, I'm interested in hearing your guys' takes on all this because we've even had people here at the station sit here and go, no, they're not going to move in. Russians aren't going to do it. And if they do, it's they'd have done it by now.
Who did that?
Well,
It's nobody that's either on the air or sitting with us in studio right now.
Rachi.
And I've been telling them, watch, bro, don't count bringing the grizzly bear rider out yet.
Yeah.
I
count Putin out
honestly
yet.
thought that when they first started this, I was like, okay, so I'm wrong. They're going to do something. I was really thinking that maybe they were going to push into the regions like Crimea, and there's like I think there's 2 other spots where where they have ethnically Russians who speak Russian, right? So you would think
Correct.
that, and they've been fighting. I guess so I just learned this tonight that they have been having this problem since the 90s. So what happened was Russia, the Soviet Union split. Can you guys hear me fine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you. We
hear
got
just
you.
fine.
So I guess when the Soviet Union split, there was borders that were created by the Soviet Union within that area. Because remember, they're all part of the Russian Empire at that point. So there
Yeah,
was
that was
borders
all
like
still part of the
Crimea.
Russian Federation.
Right. So there was Crimea right there, and there's a couple other areas. And the Soviets created that, not needing to worry about who was who because there's no international borders. So it's like states. It's like just like states here. And when they fell apart, the Ukraine didn't think about moving the borders back. They just kept the previously owned land without giving it back, which makes a lot of sense now because there's a lot of people that were in that border that were ethnically Russian, which there is a difference. I work with people who are Ukrainian that come in all the time.
Right.
There is a difference in culture, and I've learned that. And so those people have been pissed off for the last, 30 years, and
Yeah.
so it makes sense that they'd be angry. And you would think that Ukraine would look at it with the corruption though with them. They've been pretty corrupt for a while. You would think that they would learn from something like, hey, maybe we should just give Crimea back without making this an incident. I know that you're losing land, you're losing a port, but at the same time, you just gave the bear a reason to take a bite out of you, and this is it.
And when was the last time that you know of any country that freely gave up their land
Yeah.
that they claimed
Right.
and said, "Oh yeah,
Right.
hey, you know what? Hey, J-Dub, you know what? Here's my
Hey,
my
look,
house
hey,
and
the
all that.
United States
Go
and the
ahead and take it."
Philippines.
Cool.
The United
Thanks,
States
brother.
and the
Appreciate
Philippines.
that.
Yeah, it's all yours. Okay.
The United States and the Philippines. We ended up giving that back to them when we realized that having a Navy base so all the old Navy vets can get a wife over there wasn't worth having. So we gave the
Right.
Philippines back.
Well,
That was,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you
Like,
want to give the Philippines back. That's
apparently he's doing better when it was under us.
Right. Pim says he's seeing plume clouds showing. Interested in knowing where you're finding that at there, Richie, because I know here earlier. I mean, you can see my little pointer. No, I guess you can't now. Maybe why I do that. Hey, look, you can see the mouse. I know earlier when we were on the Hump Day Hangover when we were talking and we were talking about seeing that explosion and stuff.
Right.
It was actually just back over in this area right here. If you look on your screen on the window that I got displayed here, is where we were seeing it. And then this is actually a lot. I don't know if that's fog or smoke or what. But a lot of this,
it looked like smoke.
yeah, you can actually see. I guess you could say look like the red
Haze.
flick.
Hey,
That
oh,
red
oh,
flicker.
yeah. It looked like
It
something
looked
was
like something was
burning.
on fire.
Yeah. Back here on the backside of these buildings, you actually see through the windows of them, and you actually see it. Richie says on CNN. So,
Well, they just
Now,
said 2
CNN
minutes.
isn't exactly real news anyways.
yeah,
The way that they, go about it.
NBC just said about 3 minutes ago that the sirens were heard in Ukraine capital. Russia launches military action.
that would be Kiev.
Yeah.
That
No.
would be where we're
So-
watching right now.
Yeah. So so far the only confirmed picture that I've seen is is a big explosion and whatnot in Kiev.
Right.
Which is the one that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
So 10-1 says that's what it was. So Richie says, go to CNN. I'm not big on
There's a bunch of streams on YouTube that are from non-big media organizations that are actually there, and you can
Yeah.
find them.
all just trying to get different,
I want to know if they had a.
Oh, wow.
If
What?
hang on a sec, I'll bring you up here.
if they lost power, then how are these cameras?
Yeah, that-
still-
That's the picture I've seen. There's
Yeah, I just saw
Okay.
that picture. Holy
there's
hell.
reporters all over the place, and they have satellite connections.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blasts are being heard near multiple cities with area sirens going off in Kiev.
I mean, you don't go to a place like Kiev and not have
So-
like a sat phone and whatnot, right?
So what
Right.
was that little headline up there that Biden promises U.S. and allies will impose further consequences on Russia. What is he going to do? Throw his dirty fucking depends at him? Sorry. There we go again. I mean, I'm sorry. That just kind of heats me up. Really, I'm sorry. I don't have a whole lot of faith in our commander in chief.
Oh,
I
he
really
won't.
don't.
Okay. All right. Hang
Well,
on, I'm going to try
think
and
about it. He's gonna make some kind of money out of this.
I'm going to
Of course
try
he is.
bringing this up right now, this video. Give me 1 second here. Because I tell you what, give you an idea of how real things are getting. Yeah. I'm going to try.
Yeah, press.
Oh
is
yeah,
putting
that
on
was the
flak
explosion.
jackets.
That was the explosion that they
I
heard.
don't- Are you sure?
Taking off my pilot's jacket.
I will be here in just a second.
No.
So give me 1 moment here. I'm actually going to go and stop that one.
There's so much going on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, right? It's,
Yeah, be ready to pay more at the pump too. Because
Yeah, I
that's,
just saw
going to be
that.
an instant jump.
It was 3% already.
Yeah, well, it's the oil crude futures jumped by 4.73%.
Son of a biscuit.
Okay, here we go. This is
in Donbass, calling on Ukrainians to drop their
Donbass.
weapons,
hang on,
saying
hang
not
on.
to resist, essentially, and saying that any
hang on.
responsibility.
I'm going to mute that so that way we don't get muted.
Interesting point on this whole Ukrainians fighting back. They've been for the last, I think, month now that we know about,
Boom.
have been training their citizens to have like pretty much. They've been giving out arms to their citizens and training them how to like clear rooms.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see if the Ukrainians have enough balls to at least take a few of them with them.
Well, about 5 days ago, there was a report that there was a what they called the Babushka Brigade. So,
Yeah.
I mean, little old women just ready to
Yeah.
defend Ukraine. So,
More than what we can say about our people.
Right?
you got a point.
Yeah, have you met Ukrainian women? Holy shit, dude.
I think we've talked about this at one point in time or another in regards to them.
Yeah.
Just a minute ago, one of these little pop-ups came up, said troop vehicles move into Ukraine from Burles. Burles? I said that right.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they're moving-
Belarus?
Belarus, thank you.
Belarus. Okay.
Belarus.
The Russian satellite.
Uh-oh. It just the video that we were watching.
Just died?
Oh,
Yep,
look,
it
it's
just-
Don Lemon.
Yeah, I know, right? So, but anyhow, no, the video feed that we were watching, the live feed from
Right.
Kiev,
Yeah.
just died.
Yep.
Surprise.
Yeah, it just went
Look,
down.
Everybody work on your surprised face right now, okay?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy crap.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what else goes on. So what do you talk about? Low women. Yes, martial law did go into effect.
About 16 or 17 minutes ago or so.
Yeah. And we're here he goes. Waiting for him to start freaking out because he's like, all right, hang on, I'm gonna grab my
yeah.
vest.
I'm waiting to see the little.
I've got a flak jacket right here.
Yeah, there he goes.
Just get it on.
So
I'm being
Matthew
told by our
Chance is
security
in,
that we need to get out.
live for us in Kyiv, Ukraine. Matthew, we're going to stick with you. Matthew is on a roof in central Kyiv, he's telling us. And just for the first time, just moments ago, you witnessed.
You,
I have a hard time believing that he really needs that flak jacket after what I've seen CNN do in like rainstorms and shit. Like they'll be in the middle of a hurricane and people will be walking by them. So
yeah.
Right?
Forgive me for not being
Well, it's because all that the windstorm is actually the high-powered fans and whatnot that are only pointed at them.
Another thing about it as well as is serving in the military is that flak jacket won't stop shit if they're actually launching airstrikes and
no, chances are that's not even level 1 vest.
No.
That might be a level 0.25.
It'll just hold his guts in his body for a little while longer.
Basically, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a sad.
Or he'll do the Duck Dodgers where his whole body disintegrates and the vest stays.
Oh, there you
He'll
go.
do the 5 Dodges.
Yeah.
The Duck Dodgers in the 25th century.
Yeah, 25th and a half century.
25th and a half century. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, about the only thing that vest is really good for and really doesn't do anything is if you need to do a compression dressing, you might be able to use it for that. Just tighten it up a little bit.
One giant compression, dressing.
Exactly. So
where's the blue helmets at? Where's the blue helmets?
That's a good question.
Where are they at?
Apparently, they were in an emergency security council meeting.
Yes,
last
it was like 2 hours ago that they went into an emergency council meeting.
Still up.
And we're discussing it. But you know what? I'm not sure that they're going to see a whole lot of the blue helmets around there. And quite honestly, I think that if they do go in there, or if there is any help that's going in, I really hope that it is not met with Russians going and putting crosshairs just below the helmet.
Yeah,
because that would definitely be. I'm pretty sure that would be a definitive. Yep, it's World War III. That's the start of it right there.
I have a kind of an interesting thing that I've been pondering over. Do any of you guys remember at the beginning of? Oh, what's that noise? I just heard something. Oh, never mind. Do you remember at the beginning of Biden's administration? Did he or did he not give the okay for the Nord Stream 2 pipeline to continue construction? Because I remember that he
shut that down.
Did he really?
Yes, he completely shut that down.
No,
that was one of the first things he did.
Yeah, and it was all because it was something that Trump had put into play.
That's right.
Wait. Nord Stream 2 is the Russian to Germany.
Oh, that's
Keystone.
I'm thinking Keystone. Sorry, you're right.
He killed ours and let them continue.
Yes.
Right.
That's correct.
Now he's coming out. Now he came out today, the fucking little shitbird, and goes, I'm stopping the Nord Stream 2. No, you didn't, you motherfucker. You let it go and continue. You fucking liar.
All right.
And you thought I was bad.
I know, right?
Sorry. I just can't take it anymore. I can't take how he flip-flops. And then luckily Germany stopped it today, not him. Germany finally caught on to it and we're like, oh, maybe we should stop this.
Right.
So.
And the boys are over here on the other side on the other side of the table. Freaking looking at something here. What you got there?
Carl's got a video up is
Carl,
that downtown? Downtown?
I saw that same video.
Did you see this one?
Yeah, I saw that same video feed.
Was it looping the same way?
I don't see anything changing on it.
Okay. I keep seeing like lighting and dimming and shaking and digitalizing and coming back. And it's a YouTube live feed of
downtown Kiev.
Yeah, downtown Kiev.
Gotcha. Yeah, Jade chimes in. She's like, they begged for her after Keystone last year. No. I mean, saying Aaron Stanton reminds me of the time during the first Gulf War when CNN did the staged airstrike when the dude with the porno stash was actually on a rooftop in Atlanta. Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh man!
Yeah, I'm sorry, but anything coming from CNN is not credible. It really isn't, and they know it's not credible.
And you got Don Lemon looking all serious on the other side of that screen.
Right? Yeah.
So
He's only worried he's probably going to be late for his next cup of coffee.
So, so this
well,
happened before.
yeah.
What's that?
Didn't they invade like 10 years ago?
Crimea.
Oh, it was
Crimea.
Crimea. They
Yeah,
took.
it was
Okay.
the Crimean Peninsula. that
And they didn't
took
really
over.
invade. They just armed a bunch of the pro-Russian forces to
Yep.
do their dirty work. Is what they did. So the pro-Russian forces have been armed by them. Not saying that we're any better in our global, our global stuff, but it wasn't Russian forces. It was Crimean forces
Gotcha.
with Russian
Correct.
characters.
Correct. How's it show?
Yeah, here's another feed coming out of there too, but it doesn't really show anything.
I just saw that one.
Yeah,
It looks like
it looks like static.
Hello.
Sounds like static too.
Yeah,
So
There's
now I'm trying
there's
to.
got to be a conflict map or something going on. I saw some of the other streams that had this fully interactive map that showed different points of contact from different.
dude, you see this?
Well, so one of the
Look at that over
problems
there.
is that I'm seeing is that a lot of it
Line
is
of
just
vehicles.
social media reports.
Yeah,
of
they're
this,
going,
social
man.
media
They're out of
reports
there.
that. They actually, other than the one picture, I haven't seen any other, confirmations of anything.
Hey, J-Dub, check this out.
Yo,
Look on
what
the
do you got?
left. What I'm looking at is it's a YouTube live stream from Ukraine, and check out over there that left area over there. What it looks like is literally a line of vehicles, a huge line of vehicles, like they're trying to get the
wow.
hell out of there.
I tell you what, send me that link in a PM.
Yeah.
And I will go ahead and post that.
Okay.
I'll share that feed here with everybody so that
Yeah.
way they can see too. 108 miles from the capital. What's 108 miles from the capital?
No.
I'm just going off of.
There you go. Just sent that link to you.
My
Okay.
my
got
coworker,
one coming to you too.
one of my coworkers, Azalea. She hails from that region of the world originally. She
Yeah.
born and raised there. She puts up on Facebook, Taiwan is next. And
I saw
honestly,
something on the
wow.
website here earlier.
There was something that saw about something like that too.
Mhm.
I think we were talking about that while we were still in Hump Day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I could actually see that happening, that go into Taiwan and just completely jack their crap up. And, and then it's going to be, what next? Well, you can't wait for them to knock on your doorstep.
yeah.
No,
And there was
take steps now. And here's what Matt was just talking about. If you look on this video screen I just shared,
oh
on
yeah.
that left side of the river there, that bend closer to the
Yep.
middle point, the left side of the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
all traffic just sitting at a standstill.
Yeah.
It looks, that's what it looks like, is that they're trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case, but that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like to me.
I don't know if this YouTube feed's going to come through to you, but it's a video of the bombings in the background.
Okay. Hang on while I bring this up here.
So
Which one you sent me? Like
Hold
two
on,
different ones.
Are these verified?
It's from It's from.
What's the source here? Hang on.
I don't know what the Guardian.
Okay.
is the
Guardian
source.
News. Yeah.
Guardian News.
UK news.
No, that's the outlet is the Guardian. So give me 1 second. Get this brought up here. And I will share it on the screen for you guys to see.
You want to watch it first?
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Okay, look, we've heard a couple explosions. The media
couple?
tell us
That
that
didn't look like a couple.
those are
Let me restart this video.
missiles.
Let me restart this video. I mean, it's a short one, so look at this. that's not a couple explosions.
No, that's a quite the handful of them.
Okay, look.
No, that's a Russian couple.
Yeah.
Explosions. The media tell us that those are missiles dropping in Kiev, and but no signs of destructions yet. The traffic seems pretty much calm. I think many people are
because they couldn't get
still
ships to
sleeping.
power the guidance
I'm
systems.
recording that at
They're all sitting in a
Six.
they're all sitting in a barge off the coast.
6:18 Kiev time.
They missed.
Now, see, here's the thing. Now we finally know where all of those chips that were supposed to go in all those new Ford
Damn
pickups
it!
and everything else.
Damn it!
Those went to
Son
the
of
guidance
a-
systems of the rockets.
Wow.
They all went into the ditches.
So, I mean, that's
Okay, so that live
What do-
stream.
What do we?
Yeah,
what are
what
we
the hell
doing
was
here?
that? That must have been a commercial.
yeah.
So that live stream that I sent you, I'm looking at still frames, 12:12 a.m., 12:19 a.m., 12:24, and it just keeps every 5 minutes or so. And you can actually watch that line of traffic get longer and longer and longer, and
insane.
a ton of red lights there. Now there was an article, if I can find it again. There was an article that I was reading that the Ukraine was anybody leaving, they were checking personal papers and everything like that, and literally stopping any reserve military
Yeah.
from leaving.
That doesn't surprise me.
No,
Well,
I
it's
mean they need the
martial
help.
law.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
Payment
that
off
too.
you.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. So, anyhow, while we're waiting for more developments to come through the line,
I'm looking.
I want to get personal thoughts. Well, I mean, and this is a big thing about it, especially, we'll go around the room to start off with those of us that have actually, done our time and everything else like that. Aaron, I want to start with you. What's your gut reaction with all this now? Your thought process, because I mean, with something like this, just as well as I do, and Matt, you could attest to this too.
Mm-hmm.
In a situation like this, man, this is this is a major deal. A
It
lot
is.
more than what a lot of people think it is.
It is. Well, and people don't realize, especially individuals who don't really look at it and everything, they don't realize how important Ukraine's independence is.
Yeah. Aaron, I want to start with you. I mean, give us your initial thoughts, gut feelings, things of that nature with all this.
I feel bad for the Ukrainian people. I have sympathy, but I do not feel bad enough that I think that any of us should get involved. I think this is something that was a long time coming. It's kind of like not having your chickens, or what is it, your ducks in a row. I find that the older I get, the more I become an isolationist. Like believing you got to take care of your own problems before you start with other people's problems.
Right.
And I don't support Russia and what they're doing. And so people could just wipe that away right now. I think Putin is deserving of all the world's rage and anything that we could throw at him. However, at the same time, I'm not about to risk our troops, NATO's troops, or anyone else's troops so that we could have a thermonuclear war, or we could have a resource war where oil prices skyrocket up to $6, $7, $8 a barrel just so we can push him back to his borders.
Right.
There's never going to be a time. No one's ever conquered Russia, ever. And for
That
a good
ain't happening
for-
anytime
for-
soon.
Yeah.
for a good reason, both territories wise, and the people of Russia, I believe, would fight back pretty hard if you push into their borders. I don't know what to do. This is like the one scenario where I want to help the people, but at the same time, they gotta help themselves in this. They gotta push hard, and that's all I can say about that. I don't know what else to say.
Right. Yeah, Dean. I like Dean's prices. Which it was $7 to $8 a barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah, no kidding.
that's
You know how
another thing
nice that would be?
that's another thing that gets me as well about this is like how much this is affecting us. Just like what Biden said the other day at his press conference about how us getting involved with this was going to not only cost us, but it's going to cost us on the home front. It's like, why? It's like, why is this going to cost us? This isn't
Right.
us. We're not getting oil from them. What is this? You know what I mean? Like, why should this cost the American people money? Because to me, we're not in there. I mean, Europe, I could see costing them because they decided to couple up with Russia to begin with for natural gas and oil. So that's their deal, not ours.
Right.
But I'll end it on that one.
Matt?
There's a lot that that Aaron said there that I have to agree with. But to a point though, here's my take on it is that if Russia goes in and literally takes over Ukraine, there is a lot of things, such as we were looking at a list earlier that you had brought up. They have what were they? I think they were fourth in oh crap! Now I can't even think of
Give me 1 minute,
titanium. In titanium export and everything.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Give me a second. I'll bring that list back up. And this list actually comes to us from our good buddy, the Greek freak himself, and I'm not talking about freaking Giannis, freaking from the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm actually talking about our good buddy
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah,
Windex cures everything.
Yeah.
Good old George Pardos over there at Vet Radio Syndicate, our friends over there. Give me 1 second. I'm actually trying to find that list right now. Yeah, they've been.
But at
he's
any
been
rate,
busy too.
But at any rate, there are so many things that come out of Ukraine that people don't even realize because it goes through other countries as well. Because when they export, it's just I don't know. You've got that supply line that who knows where some of this stuff goes before it gets to the end user. But like just for example, titanium, which has been very widely used as a material instead of steel for aircraft.
Oh yeah,
it is a huge component nowadays.
Well, it's like manganese.
Just because,
manganese is
that one too.
Huge, especially when it comes to making parts and stuff, or
Yes.
especially with your turbines, your gas turbine engines.
Yes,
or aircraft. That's a big one.
So we already get the U.S. already gets a
fourth in
huge
the world
amount.
in titanium export.
Yes. Okay, so I was correct on that one.
Yep.
And I was guessing. And the U.S. already gets a ton of titanium from Russia because they have a huge titanium deposit over in that area.
Right.
Ukraine has one of the biggest titanium deposits in the world. So, if that is such a huge
now
thing,
let me give you an idea.
I'm only using that one thing as an example.
Yeah, I was gonna say because let me give you a breakdown right quick. In the words of George, hang on. You know what? I'm just gonna let the man say it himself because he, oh, high tech, you took it off. Oh no, wait.
I'm gonna break this down Barney style for you.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
And this is coming straight out of good old
Leroy Jenkins.
It's coming straight out of his mouth. Said this is why Ukraine matters. It's the second largest country in Europe by area and population, more than Poland by about 6 million people. They rank first in Europe in proven recoverable reserves of uranium ores. Uranium.
Yeah, uranium.
Think about that. What does uranium go towards normally?
Nuclear power plants.
Yep.
Nuclear weapons. Depleted uranium for armor.
Bingo.
Yep.
So, Let's see. Second place in Europe and 10th place in the world in terms of titanium ore reserves. Second in the world in terms of explored reserves of manganese ores. Second largest iron ore reserve in the world. Second place in Europe in terms of mercury ore. Third in Europe, 13th in the world in shale gas reserves. That's a big one right there. Fourth by total value of natural resources. Seventh in the world in coal reserves, also agriculturally.
Yep.
First in Europe in terms of arable land area. Third in the world by the area of black soil. First in the world in exports of sunflowers and sunflower oil. Second in the world in barley production, and fourth place in barley exports. Third largest producer and fourth largest exporter of corn. Fourth largest producer of potatoes. Fifth largest rye producer in the world. Fifth place in the world in beef production. 75,000 tons, by the way.
Yeah.
Eighth in the world in wheat exports. Ninth in the world in the production of chicken eggs. 16th in the world in cheese. Ukraine can meet food needs of 600 million people. As an example, first in Europe in ammonia production. Europe's second and the world's fourth largest natural gas pipeline system. Third largest in Europe and eighth largest in the world in terms of installed capacity of nuclear power plants. Third in Europe and 11th in the world in terms of rail network length. Third place in the world in production locators and locating equipment. Third largest iron exporter. Fourth largest exporter of turbines for nuclear power plants. Fourth largest manufacturer of rocket launchers. Fourth place in the world in clay exports. Fourth place in titanium exports. Eighth in exports of ores and concentrates. Ninth in exports of defense industry products. 10th largest steel producer in the world. And by that, we mean 32.4 million tons. So, yeah.
There is a very important issue there that creates the need for Ukraine to be an independent country.
Exactly.
Because what do you think Russia's going to do when they go in and take over and take all of those resources?
Dean, there went the beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not only is beer going to go up, gas is going up,
Can we get verification on this, please? Pimp just dropped a comment that says Ukraine shot down Russian plane. It's being reported by Fox News. So, yeah, naturally, first explosions went to the airfields. Go figure.
Yeah, imagine that. Well, there was a...
Go ahead there, Aaron.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, sorry, the whole resource thing. I've always been told that Ukraine was the breadbasket of the Soviet Union, and it makes sense why he would go for that first.
Absolutely.
You got to feed your troops. You got to feed your troops, and you got to feed your people without having anyone interfere. It would make sense.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
So
I don't have a confirmation on that, but I do have a few other things.
Go ahead there, High Tech.
South Korea is evacuated their embassy and have let their citizens know to either bunker or get out if they can or whatnot. Moscow has suspended all trading of its financial markets until further notice. Of course, futures for U.S. and Asian markets are, way down already before trading starts tomorrow. So
naturally,
so Twitter is lit up by different people all over saying the same thing. Breaking: Ukraine's military says it has shot down a Russian aircraft. It's all over Twitter. Not that I have Twitter, but it comes up on Google. So you can probably find a link on that on one of their tweets. Just saying.
Right?
Well, isn't it on your precious TikTok?
I don't have TikTok.
Oh,
I don't use that communist stuff.
Shh. Aaron, you're all right.
I don't know, man.
You're all right now. You're all right. You're all right.
I would say I think Twitter's more freaking communist than what
Carl and
TikTok
Carl
is,
and
even
J-Dub.
though TikTok was created by the communists.
Carl and J-Dub.
Yeah.
Fuck.
TikTok was specifically created to dumb down the West.
Something, man. And,
It's working.
Which,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, high tech.
Fuck Mickey.
Yeah. There I figured I'd throw that out there for you guys.
There was something I was just reading. Now I can't find it on here.
I know because it's moving so fast. There was
yeah,
something I was going to say
exactly.
too, and it's gone.
But basically, the initial attack in there, like you were saying, airfields and whatnot. That they were apparently targeting military bases, government buildings, stuff like that. So they weren't going in and just laying waste to every single thing out there. They were laying waste to the main opposition.
Well, that would make sense. I mean,
Which does make sense, yeah. And
why
you
would
know
you
what?
go after the populations of people when they want to be able to somewhat go into the cities and not have people try to kill them?
Right. And so, unlike other individuals who have gone in and taken over a country or city, whatever, where they just go through and kill everything, pinpointing it and not going after the innocent civilians. At least that's semi.
I mean, the Russians do that in the Middle East.
Hey,
so-
real quick. The information about the plane and all that, it's actually coming from the Ukrainian Army's Facebook page. And
the Ukrainian Army has a Facebook page.
yes,
Wow.
Naturally.
and they're stating that they shot down 5 planes and 1 Russian helicopter.
Oh, wow.
I can believe that.
Get it?
Luhansk, Luhansk
Okay.
region.
Yeah, that was the one I couldn't pronounce earlier too.
Have you guys followed Funker 530 at all?
Yes.
So I over the year I've been watching that page a lot, and they bring in real footage cameras from the troops on their they have little GoPros. Man, do those guys! I'm gonna give credit to Ukrainian forces, including unconventional forces. They fight so hard in those trenches. Like, I have never seen trench warfare like Ukrainian trench warfare, and I can believe that they could take down some Russian jets and helicopters easy. They're not as bad. I don't think they're quite as weak as everyone thinks they are, and they might have pulled away from the main bases and airfields, knowing that that's what was going to happen. But I think the Ukrainians are going to fight dirty in this one.
As they should.
Exactly.
As their homeland, man.
I think they're going to pull the Russians into a situation they don't want to be in, which is close to people, not in the city, but I think they're going to try to get them off kilter. Because if they can get the Russians to start killing civilians, it's over. Like that, then they'll hit the hearts and minds of both the outsiders and the people of Ukraine, which sucks. It shouldn't be like that, but just watch.
So
it shows Pentagon's tracking reported incursion of troops from Belarus into
Ah,
Ukraine. But it's not clear if the troops were only Russian or also Belarusian.
Oh,
So a headline off of CNBC: the U.S. and allies gear up to hammer Russia's economy after Putin launches attack on Ukraine.
okay. So I have something on that. If you just hear me out.
Okay.
So there's theory
Hear
going
me
on.
out, dude.
Hear me out. So there's this theory that's going around that if we do the heavy sanctions and Russia has to pretty much be cut off from all, like Iran, right? Iran's cut off from all outside money, essentially, except for like buy their oil through their market. This theory says that they are going to be cut off from the dollar and they won't be able to sell their oil to Europe, which makes sense. But the big thing is to watch out for to watch out for Russia to start coupling with China for natural resource exchange and for their market, to see how that's going to go. Because once it goes that way, they no longer have to rely on anyone else, and their market's not going to do very well. They're not going to do well. But with that being said, they can isolate themselves and insulate themselves from the other people, and they can start pushing into other places that they want. And then China will start pushing in the places they want, and which will alienate China from the market, which will then aggravate them to do more invading of other countries. So I think we might end up seeing China feeling ballsy enough when they're decoupled to start pushing into Taiwan, Japan, Korea. Who knows?
Well, and that was kind of discussed earlier too. It was brought up as far as Taiwan being next. And honestly, that kind of a scenario, like you just explained right there, it does not seem very far out there.
Right, because
I'm just
if they can, I mean, you were talking about the Russian economy is based on oil and natural gas and rare earth metals, right? You think
Right.
about it, they haven't even tapped into a quarter of their land, and they every day they push out further into like the Siberian area, and
Well,
they're
yeah, it's all
finding more-
frozen.
they're finding more and more deposits of natural gas, oil, rare earth metals,
Yep.
steels. I mean, lumber alone from them can outsource. I mean, there was something that said like Russia has enough timber on their land that they can build everyone a home. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And they haven't even tapped into it. And with the climate change happening, those resources will become more and more accessible to them, and they don't mind.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, if that were happening here, we wouldn't mind that either. Hey, it's thawing out. Great, we can cut a tree.
Right.
it's more trees planted in the United States than there was 100 years ago.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh my God! So this headline just came to was just posted by Fox News here a little bit ago. Romney swipes Obama, Trump, and Biden after Russia invades Ukraine. The 80s called and we didn't answer. I mean,
Wow.
we sit back and we chuckle about it, but in a way he's right, because he called it in 2012 when he said that our biggest geopolitical foe would be who?
Russia.
Would be the Russians.
Yeah.
And guess what? Here we
I
are.
don't know about that. I think China's the bigger threat. I think this is just small talk compared to China.
You think so?
I think China's the dragon that's hiding. I think the bear may be in front of us, but I think the dragon's behind the bear. I honestly do.
It could be.
I worry more about Chinese.
Well, apparently you're not the
Chinese
only one. Russia moves on Ukraine, and China waits for U.S. to send assets to Ukraine so they can move into Taiwan, also uninhibited.
Well, look at World War II with the Axis. The Axis powers is both in World War One or not World War One. They weren't in World War One, but you look at both world wars, the divide between the countries. So you look at the United States was involved in Asia and in Europe, and look how much it stretched us. I mean, we had a hard time fighting, and the only reason why we won really is because the Soviets pushed in to wipe out most of the German forces by the time we got to Berlin, and the only reason why we won against Japan was because the nuke, we finally got it in time, right? But imagine if we didn't have the nuke and we had finally had enough forces to push into Japan, it would have been a slaughter.
Oh, it would have been ugly.
Yeah. So
ugly.
Divide and conquer.
And it wasn't just one nuke; it was nuke squared.
Yeah.
So
double tap.
Yeah.
Double your pleasure.
Which, by the way, you realize that the world's biggest gender reveal was held in 1945 when the Japanese found out the United States was having a little boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do have seen that one.
It'll be interesting to see China's play on this. I'm waiting for China's play. I mean, Russia is Russia. We all know how Russia operates, but China is the one that I want to watch because they think differently. They're not as bold and brash as the Russians are. They play the long game. And what I mean by long game, I mean the Chinese have been around for like 5,000 years,
something like that. Yeah.
I mean, different people ruling, but same thing.
Yeah.
And their military has been building up a lot. And I know, Justin, you know, we come from different generations of soldiering, but
it's not that different.
you were pre 9/11, right?
Yeah.
So it changed from pre 9/11 to 9/11. That's my point. There was a bit of a change between the soldiers, like trench warfare moved over to above the ground, and then we went to urban, and then we never went back, which sucks.
Right.
But my point with this is that we've always talked shit about the Chinese. Always. When you were in, when I was in, everyone was like, oh, for 10 Chinese soldiers for one American soldier. And I've been watching a lot of stuff lately, and I have to say that I think that those have been greatly equalized. I think that the way our military is going, it's doing this. And that's because the Chinese have been, for the last 3 years, have been really investing in actual training for their military. It's sad to watch because they've been doing, I guess their Navy and their Army actually have one of the best cooperative trainings. Like you watch their videos and how they coordinate. It makes our guys look like a bunch of scatterbrained, you know.
Absolutely.
It's just weird.
Well, there's quite a few of them that would fit that that description.
Right. So before we get too much further into things, I actually had somebody just reach out here just a second ago, and they're joining us. So coming to us live from Cameron Moe, our good buddy Richie Redneck Pimp from over there at Woe Entertainment, jumping in, hanging out with us.
Richie, how the hell are you, buddy?
What's
Pimp,
up, pimp?
what's happening, brother? You're on with us, brother.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Should I go get some donuts, kick back, put my feet up?
Some popcorn,
well,
and well, we can't really worry
Yeah.
about beer anymore, but
beer. Who drinks that shit? You know,
get you some whiskey, pimp.
that's right. I'm gonna make me some moonshine tomorrow because I got a little money. Little money,
already?
see? Yeah.
Hey, I'll
Dean
be there in a
just
couple of days.
chimed in. Dean just chimed in. He's like, Russia just took the capital of Kiev. How did they
Not-
take?
Not
What?
yet. It says right here. I'm watching Fox News. I'll show you. Okay, they said they're 108 miles from it. With their tanks and ground troops, there's no air heading that way yet. No air support, nothing from Russia heading that way. I'm watching it right now. There's nothing. The capital's still intact.
I was gonna say that's got.
That moved fast.
Say, I know we did freaking shocking all when it come time for moving into Baghdad, but Jesus, we didn't even move that fast. We
No.
didn't have half the distance that these guys got to go.
I like this headline right here.
I tried to wonder, right?
Severe blast. A severe blast at the Capitol.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Yeah, and they're talking about waiting on Biden's tomorrow at noon. He's supposed to be giving his three stern phone calls and yeah, and no popsicles.
Exactly. High Tech's calling tonight. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, have a good one, buddy.
Later, brother. Take care.
So he's he's being a trooper. He's feeling a little under the weather. It's not COVID. He's just not doing all that hot. So he,
You know,
he
one of your
leaves
gentlemen,
for a little bit.
a while ago was talking about he's waiting to see what China's going to do.
That was Aaron.
I think China and Russia already been on the phone together. Got some type of high tech, plan, ready to go. Russia really don't bother me. I think Russia's funny. They're badass. Don't get me wrong. They got good vodka, but China's the one I worry about the most because they got forever people. They'll never run out of people ever, and so we don't want to.
According to their numbers, they've had to make the 1-child policy, 3-child policy because they ran out of chicks to create babies.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah. So but I don't think China really wants to. I don't know. The United States, we're still a juggernaut. Even though we got a jughead running the country right now, we're still a juggernaut. And I'm not really sure if they want to bring us in or not. Remember World War II? We first initially Hitler didn't want us in it. Hitler knew he did not want the United States in that war, and Japan brought us in,
Exactly.
and then we had to build two awesome bombs to melt their skin off. But in Japan, but
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
when you got
So-
something that'll turn someo's soul into a shadow, why
Yeah.
not use it?
hey,
So
Hey,
we got some
Turn you into
photos.
a negative.
Right.
Sorry.
it had to be the president from Missouri to do it, though. The Missouri boys. That's
Right.
Yeah.
There's
So
something
we
wrong with
got
us.
We got some photos I want to show you guys that are provided by Fox News. Explosions take place. These are provided by Fox.
Okay.
So this is what.
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you about a while ago in the feed. Had them tanks rolling by.
Yeah.
No, the BTRs.
Yep.
Are those BTRs? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Are
what
they?
that is.
Hell, I don't know. I've been out in the military so long. I don't know what it's called anymore.
What
There's
is
another one.
that? Is that an explode? That's an explosion.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
This is in Donetsk. Don't ask, don't tell. Ukraine. I don't know. However you pronounce that. Donetsk.
Dumbass
Donetsk.
Ukraine. Well, they're showing right now footage on right now of trains hauling tanks. Trains are bringing in tanks. I mean, boatload of tanks. I mean, like,
Hey, check out the 5-ton.
Oh,
Wait, they pulling a freaking artillery arty behind it? That's what it looks like in that picture.
Looks like it. I
I
can't.
wouldn't put it past them.
Oh yeah, I recognize that right there. Those are rocket trucks right there.
Yeah,
right.
what's that what
They're
them
really
are?
popular with them.
Yeah.
They like the whole volume thing, all about volume.
Yep, exactly. Well, command module.
You know, I've looked.
Hey
for them.
Richie, can you mute that TV that you got going on in the background? That way we don't get muted.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Just hear what's going on here. Yeah, just a second.
Or freaking
All right, is that better? 'Cause
yeah.
I can't hear it. My headphones, I don't hear it.
T55 right there.
What was that?
So
There you
that
go.
looks like a T55 to me.
That's got to be newer than that. I think they have like the T72s. I think
say
in inventory
72s.
still. And then they had the like a T90 something now.
Yeah, military. Yeah, another rocket
Yeah.
freaking launcher.
You know, you thought we keep vehicles in inventory for a long time. Look at their trucks.
They old.
They're very old.
Every-
They're like the ones we saw in Afghanistan laying around in the yards.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, look at these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Vintage 1960.
right. Yeah, freaking Jade. Hate to ignore Vietnam, Desert Shield, and storm even Iraq and Afghanistan, but we're back to back World War World War action. I think she meant to say champions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1776 to 0.
I don't.
By the way, Biden is going to put more sanctions on Russia. That will only raise fuel prices and cost us more. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And unfortunately, shall. So,
To-
but that's
not to be a pessimist, but I don't think the United States in any war right now, especially with Russian troops, would do very well. I think our Air Force would do fine and our Navy would do fine, but and the Marines maybe, but with the way that they've gone with pushing soldiers out and sailors out, Marines out for the vaccine things and the way that they like demoralized us, I have a hard time believing that we might keep them back for a bit, but I think in the long run.
Hey, we can still eat more crayons.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. Find out.
Watch them Russians drop crayons into the vodka to turn them colors.
Yeah.
okay. So
Oh,
here's
that'd
the
be
funny
fun.
thing: we were talking about with the pipeline stuff here a little bit ago, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
So this is actually published here 10 hours ago. President Biden announces sanctions against Nord Stream 2 owner, reversing a 2021 decision.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So
He killed our
announcing-
pipelines and let them do theirs, which was totally bull.
yeah, well, not now. Apparently, connecting Russia and Germany in response to Russian actions in Ukraine. The move reverses May 2021 to waive sanctions on the project, which was heavily criticized by the Republicans. The sanctions
Right.
will affect Nord Stream 2 AG and its CEO, Mattis Warnig.
But it wasn't him though that did it. The Germans pulled the trigger first on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Germans were the ones to say, maybe we don't need this. But by the way, the Germans need to be kicked in the balls for buying gas and fuel off them. Like it's seriously like if anyone's funding the Russians doing these games, it should be the Germans at fault because they're the ones. They're Europe's economic bank. And I love Germans. Don't get me wrong, I love Germans, but their leaders are.
I can tell. Yeah.
They have no foresight into anything. It feels like they're only worried about the here and now.
Hey, pimp, you're gonna have a bad time. According to Ross Golden, he says crayon shortage. And then
That's bullshit.
crayons are made with petroleum. Crayola goes out of business due to
Oh.
World War III. Followed by when Marines starved to death.
They'll piss the Marines off. They'll piss the Marines off. Can't feed them.
Aaron, apparently you still need to go PMCS your jet still.
It's a regular jacket.
I thought maybe you're trying out for Top Gun 3. I didn't know.
You know what? At least I would have kept my Taiwan patch on.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, they're about to-
your Tomcat patches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Maverick 2.0.
Yep.
The only thing he's missing is Goose's aviators. And so
You can buy them back off the eBay. You can buy them back.
right. right? So,
Yeah.
anyhow,
Yeah,
this
this is
is just, I don't know, it is wild, guys. It really is. So,
right
I
now. It's pretty comical. Well, I mean, as long as nobody dies, it's pretty comical right now to see, Putin bolstering up a little bit, and all this, and see our president kneel down like he's an idiot, to his stern phone calls. That kills me.
What do you mean? Like he's an idiot?
Yeah, he is an idiot.
yeah.
Well, I mean, he is the
What
president.
this like that you speak of?
He is the president, so I got to be kind.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you
Kind
don't.
I'm still on Hey, I'm still on probation. Fuck all y'all. Okay. I mean, what kind of shit is that? 50-year-old man still on probation. I mean, I ain't learned yet. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but
You know,
that don't
what
mean
did you
that don't
do,
mean you gotta
Pim?
be.
You're right. What did you do?
Have you ever noticed?
Well, which time? One time I was in Casey's and they had spoiled tea and they got smart, so I tipped the fucking tea thing over. And then another time I was speeding. I was going like 80 and a guy got mad about it. And so he gave me an 85 ticket and I told the judge I wasn't paying it. I paid it.
Right.
Yeah,
I was went ahead and bit the bullet and got it done.
yeah. The judge said, "Well, you want to pay the ticket? Or you want to go to jail?" He said, "You know what? Here, hang on. How much is it?"
All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever
So-
noticed
Yeah,
when
let,
you're
let me get my checkbook out.
when you're watching Biden on TV next time when you have to? Have you ever noticed how smaller and smaller his eyes get every time you see him on TV?
You know why?
He has like lines for eyebrows and then 2 dots.
Because he's the kid from Deliverance.
Yeah.
Go back and pull the footage. Go back and pull the footage. Yeah, hey, it never got fact check on Facebook.
No,
So it never did.
He's constantly doing this. He's constantly messing with like his little dot eye. He's just doing this constantly. Just watch
Yeah.
the footage. It's the only fun thing about the footage is watching him just sit there and squint the whole time.
And stutter and mumble like he's a retard. That's funny.
Well, he's trying to adjust to his medication.
Oh.
Androchrome or whatever that is, or
I like the one where it said somebody said he's got a body double. I said God didn't put 2 ugly people on the earth that ugly at the same time.
Oh damn.
He can't.
Ouch.
Do you remember the debates with him and Trump? One of the last debates he did, where he literally slowed down as he went through the debates, like he was slowing down. Like he started off able to like handle it, and then his medication was wearing off, and you could tell.
Yes, yeah.
He like doped him with Adderall or Ritalin or something, and set him out there.
It's now they're saying Ukraine has been attacked on all sides. I don't know
Yeah,
how much.
I was just like,
I
I
was-
was trying to bring stuff up.
I don't know if that's
And,
a bunch of fluff or what that
I was
is.
gonna say, is that the Russian Air Force literally circling back around?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Okay, so I guess apparently Putin just gave a speech here a little bit ago. He has officially declared war on Ukraine.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's calling it special operation. Actually,
No.
He
this
changed
is-
it to actual
Oh,
war.
did he?
declaring
Okay, good.
Yeah,
war.
because they verified
Yep.
those 5 planes and the helicopter.
Oh,
that
good.
is verified.
They did. They were just running through it and a screenshot to the Pentagon.
Yep,
Nice.
I knew they did. Damn it, Pimp can't read. You sons of bitches. Pimp can't read. Slowly, but I can't read.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is-
well,
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that after Kamala gets done pegging Biden and jamming his balls further up his ass, that he might be able to
I
make
think
a
Aaron was gonna
coherent.
throw up after you got done saying that. It sounded like you wanted. to.
okay. Hey,
He
Jada,
might be able to come up with a coherent sentence.
here we go, Jada. I got an over/under for you. Over/under tomorrow.
oh shit, here we go.
If the speech starts at noon, by 12:05, he's already stumbling, mumbling, and fumbling. Can't get a fucking coherent word out. 5
I'm
minutes
going
into his
under.
speech. Under?
I'm going
Okay.
under.
I got 5 minutes into his speech.
I'll give him over. I'll go
Oh, you're
over.
taking the over?
I was
Okay.
actually thinking.
I think. Yeah,
I was
I
thinking
think over.
maybe 10. Maybe
Okay,
You guys
10.
think- Wow.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because
I'm pretty
probably
confident.
sitting up in he's probably sitting up in the Oval Office right now, getting read his speech by Hooked on Phonics.
Well, that hit his wife and caretaker is going to sit there and hold his hand.
And Kamala's just gonna sit there in the corner behind the desk.
Nancy
It's almost
Pelosi.
my turn.
Nancy Pelosi's gonna have her earpiece in, fitting real good, and telling him We don't want to take any statement, any questions. No questions, none. No
Have you,
questions.
have you seen her with her cricket cholo?
By the way,
eyebrows that
Jade's
she's got?
jumping in there. Jade says she's giving him 7, so she's taking the over.
Yeah.
She's taking over. Okay. Jade's getting in on it.
I'll
Apparently,
take it.
I'm the only one that's taking the under so far.
No, I'm taking under. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Under.
He likes to be
under?
bottom.
Yeah, I'm doing 4 minutes.
Well, apparently, I'm not alone because Richie is too. So
Yeah, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. That's all he's got. 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay.
8 minutes.
And because
Who knows? He might slip up and call somebody a son of a bitch again. Ignorant son of a bitch.
ignorant son of a bitch.
Yeah. Remember, it said dog faced pony soldier. I don't work for you. Last time,
Actually,
now you do.
or he'll say, no one knows what it's like to be American. You can't tell me what it's like to be an American. I'm like, fuck you. What'd you say? What?
Or you might say, what was that again? If you don't vote for me, you're black.
Oh,
If you don't vote for me,
yeah.
you're not black.
Yeah, if you don't vote
He
for
said
me,
that.
you ain't
He
black.
said that on what's something the gods podcast or whatever that guy is.
Oh yeah.
And that guy just shook it off. It's like you're a black man. You just shook off a old white guy telling you that you're not black if you don't vote for him.
Well, not only that, here's another one too. They shut that one off and they shut this one off. He said black people and Latinos are too stupid to run the internet.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I remember
He said that,
yeah.
he said that on live TV. I'm thinking, did I just hear that shit? What the hell? No, ain't the black Latinos. It's me. I'm too stupid to run the internet.
Or poor kids are just as smart as white kids, or something
Yeah.
like that nature.
Yeah, there was that one too.
Yeah, I still don't understand that one. I was
So
like,
many
okay.
gaffes. It's just it's not even gaffes at this point. It's just his like relapse of his original thought process.
Well, I'm glad he's never said nothing about the Native Americans because I mean, I'm so glad because I tomahawk his ass.
I was gonna say Pimp will probably scalp him.
Idiot.
Hey, you can't do that. You don't know what it's like to be an American.
Oh,
You can't say that.
Even though his people were here first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Technically, I'm double American. My ancestor was born here, and then I got this piece of paper from 1776. So you can kiss my ass. And I'm dual
There you
American.
go. There you
I'm
go.
dual American citizenship.
I'm surprised that the native population here in the United States haven't taken up the indigenous peoples slogan that the Canadians do.
I hate that. I can't even spell indigenous. Okay. That's
Well, you
That's
can
what's good.
barely say it.
no kidding. No kidding. And who comes up with this crap, man? I mean, like the Redskins logo. Who I would never offended by that. I thought that was a proud native ancestor.
Was it Native American artist that drew that?
Yes, the actual helmet was they had the kid's nephew on there, and he was talking. Hey, my uncle drew this. Okay, and he was still alive. He's like 90 something, and he said, "Look, we're not offended by it at all. It's the liberals. You got liberals in every freaking category. There's Native American liberals, which I can't believe there's Native American liberals, but there's Native American liberals crying about it. And the only reason why they went after the Kansas City Chiefs is because the Kansas City Chiefs are actually not after Indians. It's after a white guy. His name was Tom Chief. They called him Big Chief because when you come to Kansas City, he was the man who could get things done for you. So they named him the Kansas City
guys.
Chief.
I got to break in here for a second. We got so this is the ambassador to the U.S. ambassador to the UN talking about the situation that's going on.
No volume.
But then again,
Guys, I can't hear nothing. There's no volume.
I'm reading the subtitles.
Oh,
That's the only way. Yeah, if he plays it on here, they might cancel.
Wow. Kind of surprised you guys weren't able to hear it. Well then.
I can
Moving along.
still read it.
Okay. Hey,
Well, you
that's
see,
weird.
you've already got Pimp at a disadvantage there because he already admitted
he
he
can't
couldn't read
read.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I can read if I go onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, Hooked on Chronic worked for you.
That's right. That's right. Moonshine 101. Yeah.
There you go.
So are hieroglyphics from Sacagawea, but that's besides the point.
I can read two languages. So
The ironic thing is the government say they're against is the exact same government they praise. As far as indigenous, from what Jade's chiming in here.
and it's still stupid. It's just dumb.
Yeah, that's kind of something that runs rampant.
Yeah, right.
Now and they gave us a month, so now we got Indigenous People Month, but it changes, which is funny to me. It was November, but I don't know what it is now. But whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what do I get? What do I get for?
I was gonna say, I think Morgan Freeman had it right when that interview he had was about that.
Yes.
Months are stupid.
Yeah, he said you want to get rid of racism. Stop talking about it.
Exactly.
I love how he goes. You want a white month? And the guy's like, "Well, I'm Jewish." He goes, "What? Oh, good for you.
Okay.
You want
You want
Okay.
Jewish? What is Jewish Awareness Month? Well, we don't want one. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, guess what? Most people don't really want a month to themselves, you know.
I don't. No, I didn't ask for it. I don't want to. Well, but now, if you want to give me that 40 acres of that mule you promised me a long time ago, I'll take that.
Right.
That check. But yeah, you know,
There you go.
pimp got to have a check now.
Why? Because pimping ain't easy.
It ain't. It's hard work.
Oh man.
So I've been on and off of this live feed, that one that I showed you earlier,
yeah.
with that line of traffic and everything. Well, that's gotten a bit worse now. And on the lower part of the screen, I've watched, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 vehicles that have literally turned around and went the other way and everything like that, and on the other side of the river here.
Oh, dang.
And it's like, okay, there's no traffic over there, but I wonder if it's because it's all blocked up by the bridges.
Oh
Trying to get
yeah,
over.
that
would
very
make
well
sense.
could be.
Well, yeah, they just said on here on Fox News that they're heading into Poland. Poland's open. Poland's taking
Right.
people in.
Yeah,
Right.
because
Oh,
Poland,
okay. I was
Poland
like, wait,
wanted
what?
to do refugees, is what
Well,
I read
that's-
earlier.
Well, that's
500.
the
Yeah.
Polish.
Yeah, Poland's letting them in.
Bless the Polish.
See, this is one of the things I love about the Poles, man. The Poles are freaking awesome.
Well, they understand.
We joke about them a lot,
Oh, yeah.
but I tell you what, though, man, those guys they're a lot more high speed than what people give them credit for.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so I watched the whole thing on that about the Polish jokes. So apparently the Polish jokes were intentionally put out there to kind of sabotage their image to the world, considering that they fought the Nazis off both in their country and outside. All those Poles that escaped, those soldiers and civilians, went to
Right.
the UK and got retrained to go back.
Hey, does anybody know, is Ukraine's a Christian nation, isn't it?
Yes,
It is? Okay.
very.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see more crosses on Ukrainians coming through than any other group of people.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know which one. I didn't know if they had some Muslim over there or
Oh,
Christian
definitely
nation.
not. Definitely not.
I know Turkey's around there close by them somewhere. I know Turkey's
Yeah,
mixed.
Turkey's just to the south.
Okay.
I mean, Constantinople.
Yeah.
I almost wore a shirt that said that when I was down there contracting. Make Constantinople great again.
That's messed up.
I'm sure I'd get beat.
Now they got footage of some of the things that's been bombed. Looks like a Jeep, military vehicle that's been bombed or combing through it, pulling people out of it.
What the hell was that?
So I'm watching Fox News right now.
Right.
And when they cut in with the little reports they do, that's what they show, that type of crap.
Oh wow. So here in a second, let me bring the feed up here shortly. Let me show you guys this video.
I sent you a picture of a guy, all the reporters getting in flak jackets and helmets.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, what?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, and I'm pretty sure that flak jacket, the only thing it's going to be good for is a compression bandage.
Holds his
Oh,
guts
oh,
in.
yeah, he's got a sweet ass helmet too. Look at that picture I sent Jade of. It's he got a
Brain
nice
bucket.
helmet. Yeah, he's got a good brain bucket on him. That's impressive. What's
So-
going to get hit with a flying
All right, you
microphone?
talk- Funker 530. Where's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he's always got good stuff. Oh,
Wow.
that one pretty.
Wow.
I think that was the one we saw earlier
I
That
bet it
could be.
was.
when we were on the air over there on Hump Day Hangover. guys.
Yeah.
That was a surgical strike. That was meant to be
Play
there.
it again. Play it again.
Yeah, we'll play this one again.
Look at that. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that was meant to be where it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good hit. That's a good hit.
Yep.
Yeah, them Russian aircraft strikes over in Syria. You watch some of those videos, man. They were on point.
Well, apparently, Ukraine's pretty good at intercepting them because they've knocked several out of there already.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I don't think they're having a problem. I think what they like I said earlier. I think what they did is they disbanded in a way from their main areas, and then they're going to come back in when they catch the Russians off guard.
Right. And Nick Juarez, bomb red. Okay, whatever that is.
Bombs are hot. They're bombing. Yeah. Yeah, you're behind Nick. Yep.
So, anyhow, but yeah, he was commenting in from over on the YouTube side. So, because yeah,
Nick was.
Yeah.
I can't see the comments. Ask if he was ever in artillery. That sounds like an artillery slang.
Don't know. So,
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. You know, when we were on convoys, you know, we had the color codes for, you know, green, yellow, red, and
Right.
then weapons free.
right.
So,
So who knows? Yeah, but the bomb, VOM,
I don't.
Victor
you know,
Oscar Mike.
I mean, you can try to look it up. You can see what you can find.
Could have been shorthand.
Oh, we got the I think it's what is this?
Oh,
Australia? Oh yeah, live out of Sydney. 1 second. I will
Oh, Australia. Huh. Wonder what they got to say. Danger, danger, danger.
What they did is they snuck up behind me and stuck me thumb in me bum. Crikey, the bastard
So-
bit me.
Bomb red is like I don't know if that person was like trying to.
Footage that is emerging of missile strikes, air raid sirens, and reports of hundreds of casualties, yet unconfirmed, are sadly not surprising given the events we have been witnessing for some time now and have been warning about. But even as these events continue to take place, we do call
Yeah, I'll
on
be
the
right back,
Russian
guys.
government
Power
to
cord.
withdraw
All right.
and return Ukraine to a peaceful situation. We denounce what are unilateral hostile actions in Ukraine. Russia is flagrantly breaching international law and the UN Charter. Russia has chosen war. So we reiterate our staunch support, which I was able to convey to the Ukrainian Prime Minister last night, about their sovereignty and their territorial integrity. These acts are of great concern, I think, to Australians right across the country, but particularly for the just over 40,000 Australians of Ukrainian descent. Earlier today, the Minister for Immigration and Multicultural Affairs met with community leaders from the Ukrainian community in Australia, some 18 of them, to hear from them directly, to answer questions about the arrangements Australia is putting in place. And I thank them for working closely with the government, and I thank them for their leadership in the community. As I said this morning also, I want to send a particular message to Australians of Russian descent. I know that they will also be feeling terrible about these events. Whether they're of Ukrainian descent or Russian descent, we're all Australians. And we thank them for their contribution to Australia, and we stand together with them as Australians. My message to those Australians who continue to be in Ukraine is to, where safe to do so, leave. We have been saying this for some time now. Australians in Ukraine who are unable to leave should shelter in place until it is safe to depart, to monitor smart traveller travel advice for updates, and register their whereabouts on the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade's online portal. It's important that they do this. We believe there is up to around an estimated 1,400 Australians in Ukraine, but that is not the number that we currently have registered formally through those processes. Australians in Ukraine who require consular support should call the Australian Government 24-hour Consular Emergency Centre on 1300 555 135. That number again, 1300 555 135, or here in Australia on +61 2 6261 3305.
All right.
Okay.
So anyhow, now we got that. Oh, really?
So they-
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
Did we get muted?
Yes, we did. We got freaking shadow blocked.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at my other phone.
What did I miss?
Some
Oh, you're still live.
shows are still live.
Yeah. It shows you're still live. However, I don't know what.
Yeah, apparently your video was made unavailable by the rights. What? Continue.
Yeah, you're still. It's still broadcasting. I just brought it up.
Yeah. Well, I am
Where'd you drop it?
putting this because I got one person on YouTube watching right now. So right now,
Gotta love them.
Huh.
Gotta love them.
it was some Haji bot that was just like, oh no, because it was all in Arabic and everything else. Like, oh, this is the rights owner. I'm like,
Fuck off.
Probably
Yeah.
trying to get hacked or some shit.
yeah. Well, that's
That's Russia. They're already hacking us already. It's Putin.
right.
It's Putin's fault.
That's what they're saying. Yeah. Huh.
Y'all are live. I can't comment. That's weird.
Well, that means you've been hit then.
Yeah.
Have we got is anybody still live on Facebook part?
Yeah. I just got a message from Jade.
Okay.
And she says, you guys are y'all are live. She just can't comment.
Yep, we've been hit. Yep. Sure fuck did. They slowed us down. They killed our reach. Kiss my ass.
Yep. Exactly.
Motherfucker, man. Listen, we got the Fair Act policy and we're not profiting from any of these shit. I don't know why they do this for. We always have to dispute it and always win, but it's bullshit, man.
Yeah. I'm
It's getting old. We're old with Facebook. Like
This
old.
is like Facebook. Yeah, I'm on my like 5th or 6th 30-day ban in less than a year's time span for calling a commie a little bitch.
Well, they are. So
Well, he must
I
have
mean, you're
reported.
not wrong.
Yeah, but I'm back in Facebook prison, so
Yeah, I have a feeling
I'm
we're
so
gonna be
sick.
back there too. Yeah, they killed our. They killed our.
well, shit. Well,
Yeah, because they don't want people knowing the truth of things, or at least getting information
opinion.
to
They
make
don't
their
want
own.
opinions, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they
man,
don't want people to make up their own opinion.
it's the
They
same shit.
want,
with
they
what
want their opinions on their side of the story, but they don't want anybody else to.
Right.
everything that we've said on here, JDub, High Tech, Carl, one of you guys have verified. So we're not putting out false information, and you can just look at the TV yourself. We're reporting the same shit the TV's reporting. Okay.
Right.
I don't get Facebook. They could take a nutritious lick out of my ass. Motherfucker.
It shows only one viewer.
Yeah.
See that? And this is from Facebook.
Ichara ikabaha
Oh,
sachibini
yeah.
yaha.
Guess what? The views are starting to pick back up now.
Oh,
it's up
so they
to 2.
booted everyone out.
Oh, see, I had to cuss them out in Cherokee and it straightened them right up. There you go. You're welcome.
Yep. Ross is chiming in. Yep. Apparently, yeah. What was I submitted a dispute.
Yeah, you did. Good job.
Say, hey, by the way, we're not monetized.
Yes.
This isn't monetized. We're just covering what's going on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now it's working again.
Yep, we're back up to 3. Jade says, "I think you're back. Hello."
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, hello, Jade. Jesus Christ. See how fucking stupid.
Yep. Exactly.
It's just dumb as a brick. I'm telling you what. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
paint. I've seen wet paint smarter than Facebook. Moron. I better quit. We're gonna have him in jail.
So, but yeah, no, we're up and rolling now.
Well,
So
good.
We are good to go. Everyone's jumping back in and able to get back into the feed.
One of the things on here on Fox said part of the sanctions of America is he's going to call, he's going to shut down trade agreement with him, and he's going to get the Marines ready. The fuck is that going to do?
What is that got to do with?
What do you mean get them ready? They should already be on standby. You
Right.
mean get them ready?
Say, last I heard, they were already waiting.
They were
to
already,
go.
yeah. Unofficially, they were already out there packing. I had a friend call me from out there.
Right.
So yeah, unofficially. Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah. Right.
That's a polite way to say it. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the stuff that we can find here.
Well, listen. Shout out to Russia though. No civilians have been killed yet. That's
So
pretty
far,
accurate.
so good.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
So trying to look up some of the sanctions and stuff that they should already be there, right? Just
Yeah.
saying.
It's 3 stern phone calls.
Yeah.
His letter.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to put it officially in writing. You're going to stop your behaviors.
In crayon.
Now
Yeah.
be good.
No, a quill pen. Fuck that crayon. You can use a quill pen. Oh,
Don't
bastard.
do that.
Yeah. Stop it.
Russia
Stop it.
naughty. Russia naughty. Bad Russia.
Achina claw.
Bad Russia.
Yeah.
Bad commie, bad.
Bad Russia with your backwards threes and your X's.
Mr. Putin, if you do not stop it, I will not call you Putin. I will call you Puddin.
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 It's like
And then
I'll
watch
call you Puddin.
he gets hungry and
It's
has
like
Joe
moose
Piper
knuckle.
pudding cup.
Yeah.
I would say pudding. What the hell is this? Are we now suddenly like the Joker and freaking Harley Quinn now?
Hey,
it's like moose
In my
knuckle.
pudding.
yeah. Mr. Puddin, stop it.
It's like moose knuckle.
I wa-
defeated nuts in the back.
J.
Dude, I swear to God,
Wow.
if he calls him Puddin tomorrow, I'm going to fall out of my fucking chair. his mumbling stumbling that. If it gets that, get vaccinated. You can't win a war unless you're
Oh, wait.
vaccinated.
When he whispers
Oh my
into the mic.
God.
And Mr. Puddin, stop it, Moose.
I'll put here. I got a better bet. I'll put $20 that he'll call Putin out to the he'll say something about how he's gonna call him out to the schoolyard and beat him up like he did back in the day.
Oh, yeah, take it-
I'll put
Here we
$20
go.
on some kind of threatening.
Yeah. Take you out behind the woodshed.
I'm gonna take you like I did out of the back of the schoolyard.
Yeah, it's bad. The only thing he beat up was probably his own ball sack in the sanctuary of his own room.
They call me Corn Pop. Shut
Yeah,
up.
Cornflake
Shut up,
Jackson.
Oh,
What the
Wow,
hell?
put that up.
yeah. Give me a second. Wow.
What did you do?
Oh no, it wasn't what I did. It's what I found.
Uh-oh.
Talk about popcorn. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, this is yeah. Give me 1 second here. So this is actually yeah, a video of some freaking a MLRS strikes going off.
Okay.
Yeah, let me go ahead and
Relax,
you guys are gonna have
Facebook.
to watch on. You guys are gonna have to watch on your phones over there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, they do love those.
Oh yeah, look at them bad boys going off, man.
Does
Jesus.
Does our military force have anything like that, or do we? Or would you?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we absolutely do. I mean, allegedly. Yeah.
No, we do. We have MLRSs.
Okay, 'cause I just never I never see them in inventory ever sitting around. You'd think you would see.
What?
I've never seen one.
You've never counted one, huh?
Nope, I've only ever seen the Patriot missile pod things.
Well. Give me
Well,
one second.
That's
I will have.
Did you hear at the end of that? There was an explode. There was a.
Oh yeah.
I should hope so.
all those
It was a
pods.
dud.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. It was a dud.
It was a thump.
That's one Biden put together.
Right.
When he did
That
it.
thing wouldn't have even left the tube.
No, it would have left the tube, but it had gone like 2 feet and along the ground, and then taken a left turn. And
Biden would have went
It's
over.
okay.
And dumped
It
a bucket
happens
of
to
water on it.
everybody.
There you
That's
go.
what
it
they're
Aaron.
was blown up.
Okay, I have seen those, but they're just not on trucks.
Correct. Those are our MLRSs.
Yeah.
Those are
So
the
they-
ones that we use.
Yes, they are beautiful.
I have
Look
seen
at them.
them.
Those are so beautiful.
Not in person, but I have seen them.
Those are so
yeah.
beautiful.
That's a bad mammoth
Yep.
chimp right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, those look even tougher. Yeah, those look nice.
Well, yeah, because it has
Oh, look at
the RPG cages around. it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Man, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there's that flak jacket guy back again, live on TV.
Oh yeah.
Man, yeah, he's an idiot.
That's a German
Oh,
one.
there's a German version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those missile launchers, man. That'll put a tickle in your pickle.
That thing's got to be great on fuel economy, though.
Oh my god.
He's saying they're getting closer to the Capitol. They're on a direct convoy to the Capitol, so
Oh,
they're going to take it over. It's going to be under siege.
They're trying to do like what we did.
Oh,
Instead
yeah.
of racing to Baghdad, it's race to Kiev.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but here's the thing about it, man. If they're only a little over 100 miles out here a little while ago,
Oh, they're probably about the
bro,
60
I
mile mark now.
guarantee you, they were rolling before
Yeah.
the first rounds hit, before the first
Oh, yeah.
explosions hit.
Yeah,
were
oh, yeah,
already
they were already
on
in
across the
motion. Yep.
border and rolling.
Yep.
yep. That's kind of like a football pass. You go as soon as you turn, I'll throw the ball. Yeah, they're already in motion. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah,
Y'all
Well,
don't
that-
want to hear that thump, right?
they're going to be slowing down though because Ukraine's waiting on them. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Dean, ever see a Tomahawk missile launch from a sub right next to you? I have. Yeah, and I've also seen the other side of it too.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had eyes on freaking when one of those Tomahawks hit. That's a sight.
You gotta love them JDAMs.
Yeah,
though.
you're gonna feel that one for a bit.
You gotta love the
Bro.
JDAM.
You ain't lying.
Oh yeah.
JDAM,
Yeah,
that's
J-
a whole other ball game right there,
JDAMs
bro.
take your breath away. Literally.
Right? It's like, oh, that damn.
Now it says Russia claims it's disabled Ukraine's air defenses. Huh. Well, that's kind of
Did
weird
that
because
earlier.
Oh, of
They
course
must
the
have-
Russians are going to claim that.
of course they're going to claim, but didn't they just lose 3 or 4 planes in a helicopter?
Yeah, it
So-
don't mean nothing to them.
Yeah,
I
5
mean-
planes and a helo.
So apparently they're still shooting stuff down.
Hmm.
Unless they're doing it all by eye, then they're pretty good.
Right?
I guess it's like Defender, old game Defender. Yeah,
Right? 5 planes and a helo.
yeah, or so, whatever. Carl, whoever checked that out said, yeah. Russia's down 5 planes and a helo. Oh boy, they're panicking.
Over 5 planes in a helo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd just be hitting them harder.
They were probably old Soviet inventory, anyways.
Yeah, probably.
We said
had a
old
sword in
shit
it.
first.
They were like, "Thanks, guys."
Yeah,
We said
should-
old shit first. Make way for new.
Hey, you
Yes.
recycled our shit for us.
Oh.
Thanks.
yeah, yes. They were drunk on vodka.
Igor was dipshit, anyways.
Igor was dipshit. Yes.
Yeah, those who are criminals who had a life expectancy of 0.
Yeah.
I like that. Jade, they see me rolling. Hey.
Right?
Hey, I don't want we can send over there to fuck them all up. I'll figure it out, J-Dub.
Go on.
The NFL referees.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, they'd be so confused. Russia be like, you know what? Never mind. Just fuck it. Whatever.
Dude,
I
there'd be
thought-
so
I
many
thought it
yellow
was the
flags on
furries,
the
but-
field. It's not even funny.
It'd be like this.
Oh my god.
Putin be like,
Yeah.
man, I'm sorry. I apologize. I forgot about these fucking clowns. My bad.
Right.
Just send
Hey,
over-
all guys, we're gonna go ahead and
send all
take
the furries
a.
there.
We're gonna go ahead and take a few minutes for a timeout here. We've been broadcasting at least on this feed here for almost
2 hours, yeah.
almost 2 hours.
Oh shit.
And before that, we just got done doing
With
a
Hump
2-hour
Day.
show.
Yep.
Another 2 hours.
So we're gonna take a quick 10 minute timeout here. We'll be back here in a little bit, so stick around. We'll be back with more coverage.
Well, I think I'm gonna end up heading on out, so it'll just be the two of you if you guys are sticking around.
I've got to do the same thing, man. I got to get
You
up at
guys?
6:30 in the morning. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
Oh,
It's gonna be just you, Bob.
yeah, it looks like it. So
You
anyhow,
gonna do
well,
it
with that
from home?
being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this on up for now.
I wish I could stay
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
just be
Anything
me and
else?
Jada, but I don't know.
Well, you know what, Pimp? I tell you what. Give me a little bit.
No, I was just saying, just be you and me, but never mind. I'm gonna go to bed too. It's almost 1:00 here where I am, so yeah, I probably better go as well.
Right. I mean,
So you want to wrap?
it
You
is-
want to
How
wrap it
well
up?
I'm gonna be able to sleep, but
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
11 o'clock out here on the West Coast right now. So and it's like what, almost 2 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. So I know it's like what, 1
Yeah.
o'clock where you're at right now, Pimp.
Yeah, almost 1:00.
Yeah.
6 minutes, something like that to 1:00. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, listen, thanks for bringing me on, man. Appreciate it. I guess it's not really a joyful time to be brought on, but I appreciate it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's
bye-bye.
always good to get, outside, somebody else too to jump on
Yeah.
here and give their perspective to what all is happening. So,
Yeah.
Aaron, final thoughts. We'll go ahead and make our way around the room right quick.
All right.
I don't really have any final thoughts on this, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is right now, and Putin got his way, and we'll just have to see tomorrow.
Absolutely. Carl.
I'm kind of in the same boat with Aaron there. I really don't have any final thoughts on it. I honestly, when I started hearing about it, I was like, just a ploy for Putin to get after Biden, but I never really thought that it was actually going to come ahead like this. But so that's
I have only one thing to say in response to that.
You know, tomorrow at noon, we're going to see the measure
Right. That's
I'm
right.
taking a
of the
lunch break,
president.
too.
8 minutes.
I mean, no matter what we think about the war going on right now, tomorrow at noon, the president of the United States has the time, has the platform to say something good, to make something happen. Will he do it? That's the key. Will he do it? Is he going to go to woodshed talk, or is tough phone calls, or is he actually going to put his foot down and say, "Look, dickhead, the American people are not going to stand by, and our friends and allies of this great continent are going to put our foot so far up your proverbial ass, okay, that your vodka is going to sour when I pull it out."
Absolutely.
So
So
I've got a little bit of a thought on that one there, Pimp.
What's up, brother?
One, you said our president right now saying something intelligent already. You've already got him failing.
Well, he's got an opportunity, and we'll see.
Well, there is that, yes.
Yeah, he's got the opportunity. I mean, the most powerful man in the free world, so-called. Let's see what he does, and that tomorrow will go a long way. Whether people have trust in what's going on, or if we're just gonna sit back, get drunk, and laugh. Because
right,
Need the extra Adderall.
I'm in the corner. I'm
Adderall and Ritalin.
Yeah.
I'm of the thought that we're going to be fucked. I'm of the thought that he's going to get up there and he's going to be the same babbling idiot that he's always been. So we'll see.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
We'll see. God bless y'all, man. Y'all take care of yourselves, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Matt,
you have a good one, Pimp.
Your finals?
Don't dog away.
At least for tonight.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not really sure. Kind of like you guys. I guess we'll find out more and have a better idea of what each of us individually are feeling. At noon when Biden goes on and says whatever he's going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, honestly, I kind of figured that the start of like a World War III or whatever would have been done a little differently, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this is it. Maybe it's not it. Maybe this is just some stupid little ploy to for one person to get someone else's goat. But I would have to definitely agree with something that Aaron had said earlier. Keep an eye on China.
Yep.
I think so, huh?
Sleight of
I
hand.
do. I really
Slide
think
it, yeah,
so.
well,
yeah.
Yep.
And it wouldn't surprise me if the two are
already on the phone with each other. Yeah.
They're already in coalition.
Watch their
Yeah.
movements.
I think they already have been. Yep. I think they already have been.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it one bit.
Watch for the decoupling, and then watch
trying
for the
to-
decoupling, and then watch for the Chinese. Watching the news for the Chinese and the Russians of their deal.
All right.
Who's the third party though? There's going to be 3 people. Who's the third one?
Iranians.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean that's distinct possibility. I'm trying to verify whether that exactly what time that speech is supposed to be at. Whether when they say noon, are they talking noon Eastern? I'm
probably
assuming-
Eastern
Noon
time,
Washington DC time. Last I
so
got.
it'll be
Yeah, that'd
9
be
a.m.
noon.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yep, that's 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So it's when
It'll be late. It'll be late.
He's got to be in time for his new nap.
That is fair. That is fair. So
It changes depends about that time.
he's
too.
gonna be grumpy, so because he'll be ready for his his noontime pudding cup, and they'll be having to give a speech.
That's,
So
I'll take a pudding cup. Is it extra?
right. So
Not for
guys,
you.
No, no,
No
pudding,
pudding for you.
No pudding for you.
No.
Figures.
Yeah, I know, right? So
Figures.
anyhow, Pimp, Aaron, guys, appreciate
Absolutely.
it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap things on up, and who knows? We'll probably wind up doing something tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
Let me know.
well,
Let me know.
Funny thing is that we're gonna be the bulk of us are gonna be here in studio tomorrow, anyhow, because we got something going on tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
So
there is that.
we'll probably do a reaction then after that, after a little in-house spiel. So
Air
guys,
raids, breaking news: air raid sirens are going off right now in Ukraine at the capital,
in Kiev.
Kiev. Yeah, KYIV. Kiev.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so they're there.
Damn.
Air raid sirens are
They
going
were
off.
hauling ass.
They're
Yeah.
fucking hauling balls. They met no resistance whatsoever. Huh.
That's surprising.
That is very surprising.
Well, it just says air. It just says the sirens because of airstrikes. So now they're starting airstrikes.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Well, they were testing those
Okay.
out first thing this morning when the sun started to come up, and as the day progressed on, they were testing those out to make sure that they were working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching a news reporter on that, and they were constantly in the background.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
who
but the
knows
flat-
though? They could have some incoming right now. They could be there on the footsteps.
Yeah.
Who
I mean,
knows?
we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So
They got another smoke cloud. So, yeah, here we go.
yep. So all right, guys. Well,
All
stay
right.
safe. God bless. We will talk to you guys. BB Nation, we will talk to you guys more tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, evening time, sometime. And we'll go ahead and we'll do one of these again, and we'll go from there. So in the meantime,
go.
guys, be safe, be well, and God bless. And hey,
Yep. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
keep our allies in Ukraine. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And we'll we'll talk to you guys next time. Laters.